How's it going, Janice?
Good. How about you?
I'm okay. I'm having a good day.
Planted those plants, but we were short of plants. So we had to change the planting scheme a little so that you couldn't see barren areas.
You were short of plants?
We were short, maybe 6, 7 plants. So I thought you mentioned those containers being inside the building.
No, they were going to be outside, but I can go get some more plants. I paid for more. It's just that I drove my personal vehicle and I couldn't put more in that car at the time.
We put the 3 alyssums in the pot, and Jim put those in the center of the island, where we didn't have a plant to go there anyway. So, and then I wasn't sure, the girl that was watering this week, I didn't know how to contact her because in her information, it just has her name. It didn't have contact stuff. So I'm watering this coming Saturday, but we'll see how it looks.
Okay, I plan on going out there anyway because I have to mark the places where we're going to put the signs up.
Yeah, so we only put one pot, and Jim kept the other pot because we had no plants to put in it other than the alyssum.
I understand.
Yeah, so we weren't quite sure, and we tried to get a hold of you, but we couldn't get in touch with you to see what you thought about where the pots and what you wanted in the pots.
Yeah, I was in a meeting. I was in meetings from Wednesday afternoon until Friday afternoon, really.
Yeah.
Hi, darling. It's good to see you.
Good to see you. Good to be seen. Hi, Lena.
Hello. Paper towels before.
So I'll go out there and I'll have a look at it, and I'll go and get extra plants or whatever else it is that I might think that we need. Alyssum only in that pot is going to work.
We moved stuff so it didn't look like there were gaps, but I'm not sure what.
Yeah. You all don't have to do that. You just got to let me know I need more plants, and I'll fill it in. I'll definitely get the things to fill in. I have some Gaillardia that I'm going to put into those pots because I thought to myself they're red, and putting red pentas into it wasn't going to work out. I think that putting Gaillardia in those pots will work better.
But do you think watering once a week is enough for a potted plant? Maybe plants in the soil.
No, once a week is not going to be enough. I mean, although I do have a really good potting mix in there, so if somebody was to go out there and really soak the pot, that might work for right now because it's cool enough. But I'll try to figure that out this week. I'll go out there in a few days, and you're going out there too. So just let me know what you see.
Well, I'll be going out Saturday.
Okay, I'll be out there before then. I'll have a look at it, and I'm not afraid to use a hose.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna take some Gaillardia out there, and fill in a few of the spaces that I believe might exist, and I'll definitely put some into that pot where we just have the alyssum because.
So the coleus had absolutely no root when we pulled them up. They had no root at all, basically.
Wow.
But the daisies that looked dead, that weren't continuing to bloom, had pretty good root system on them.
Okay.
Yeah, but they just were like, they weren't going to reflower, and they were kind of reddish brown.
Yep. Just remove them. This is our trial and error thing. More as long as we're on top of it and we keep it looking really nice, because it is a commercial area, no one's going to complain about it.
Well, some lady came up to us and wanted to take pictures to send to some representative, and I said, well, Nikki did take pictures for University of Florida when we planted it, because she goes, well, now that you guys are digging, we should get these pictures. So we didn't take any pictures.
Oh, that must be the lady from inside. I know who she is. They're very keen on trying to make much of the situation. So I just
She was
try to
the,
keep
oh
in
my
that
God, we're
way as
so
much
happy.
as possible.
She was like, we're so happy you guys are doing this. You're doing a great
Yeah.
job. And she was very favorable.
Yeah. So
Hi, Nancy.
Hello, long time
Hi,
no see.
Nancy.
I had missed some of the meetings
yes.
inadvertently.
Well, I did.
Sorry.
I've been sending out the recordings now, so that's helpful.
I noticed, yeah.
And there were a few of you who were like, well, I might have had another appointment or something, a long-standing thing on Tuesdays already, which I can completely understand that. And yes, I knew I could record them from before. I just never thought to do it.
I'll tell you, I think the one Tuesday, Frank had a carotid endarterectomy. He was in the hospital. He had like, I don't know, 97% obstruction of his carotid artery. They told him 25% chance of having a stroke this next year. So the risk of having the surgery is only 1% chance of a stroke. So that's a no-brainer.
Right. Oh man.
But now he's on prednisone again for gout. And so, I mean, I just can't do anything with prednisone and pulmonary sarcoidosis. And I'm sorry. So, but I'm looking forward to it. I keep checking, I keep missing the appointments for the COVID vaccine, but I'm going to get it
Oh,
sooner.
it
or
crashed
hope
my computer yesterday. I
Yeah.
tried for an hour and a half and then it crashed my computer.
So let me
Wow,
tell you
well, I have-
something. It's been crashing computers. The website itself crashed. I saw and spoke with Jason yesterday. That's the guy that's in charge of one of those things. And he said what he has set up is just a phone bank. So when it comes out with the phone number, there are about 10 people answering. And
Oh.
so you might have a better opportunity of getting an appointment if you call instead of trying to get an appointment via the internet.
One of my elderly friends had a MyChart account with the hospital.
Yeah, I do too.
They got their appointment through that.
Yes.
Yes.
So the hospital has a separate distribution situation altogether. And if you are already one of their patients, and if you are at least 65 years old, then you can go through Cleveland Clinic Hospital itself. Now, if you are
They don't have any more vaccine because
No, they don't.
right,
I
They have
know.
no more vaccine. They don't know when they're getting
and
it.
it gets scooped up like this from both areas. Health department gets it in groups of 500, it sounds like. And then Cleveland Clinic is getting it in like groups of 200 or 300. And so between those two entities, it's going to be
Yeah,
so
my
more
chart,
time.
but it was for Palm Beach County. And I had to reset up the whole thing for Vero Beach. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. I keep asking people questions they don't want to be asked.
Like, did you vote for Trump?
What's warp about warp speed? Warp,
Yeah,
it doesn't
I
work.
know. I mean,
You know,
I actually keep my mouth shut about Trump around here. I'm afraid I'm going to get, I don't know, hammered or something like that.
well, I'm going to admit to you all that I'm at least 50% of my job is centered around people who are in the
Yeah,
group of people who are safer at home at all times. Okay. Does that mean that you're happier at home? No. Does it mean that you are thriving at home? No. And so although you are safer at home, it's not holistically healthier for you. So I ask people questions about the things that they should know about, or they should be able to give me a very clear and plain answer on when it comes to how do we get my people safe in general. Because that's the goal, right? Return us to some level of real safety so that we can live full lives. That's what most everybody is here in Vero and Sebastian and Indian River County to do, live a full life. If you really wanted to be hampered, you'd still be further up north where all of the snow leaves you with no way to open your front door, right? If that's what you wanted to do. But we've had cabin fever now for 9 months, 10 months, right? And if this is what you do here, don't look at me cross-eyed when I ask you what's being done. You're the one doing it. But apparently, I ask people about their job and they can't give me an answer. It doesn't stop me from asking them the next time I see them, though. Hey, Julia. It's good to see you. I spoke with Nick. We are coming from my bookcase. Oh, and let me tell you something, Julia. Good Lord. I got your text message yesterday morning at 5:30, along with 25 other text messages, all starting from about, well, when I really looked at it, I said Friday morning, but it was Thursday night. I missed a whole bunch of text messages between Thursday night and yesterday morning.
Wow.
Yes. So all of the messages about how we were supposed to be here at whatever hour of the morning yesterday, even though I had it in my calendar, office text messaging, didn't get any of those messages on Sunday. It was interesting to be awakened at 5:30. And I don't put my phone on silent or vibrate at night for the most part, unless I forgot and like now I have it off. If I forget to turn it back on, then it'll be off, but I don't do that because not everybody I love is in the house with me. Not everyone I take care of and I'm responsible for is in the same place as me. So I don't do that, but that's a luxury that I enjoy. It doesn't, I mean, I can see your fake emergency and go back to sleep. I'm good about that, you know? So yeah, I was not ignoring you. If you would like, you can send me a text message now. I'm receiving texts, and let me know what computer thing it is that we need to be working on. Anyway, you all, I had my annual evaluation on Friday.
Joy.
You know, it's good to work with people who want you to do well, who do not think that it takes any of the shine off of them if you are doing well. You know, I really love the fact that they take the cooperative part of cooperative extension seriously. So here's the update. Nancy is laughing.
No, I'm sure it's good. It must be good.
It is good news.
Can't wait.
This is my 5th year in. So this is the year that I'm polishing my report. I'm fixing things so that the data that I have collected, and I have collected data, y'all, is presented correctly. And the other people reading it will say to themselves, well, now I understand why her boss and her district director thinks that she deserves tenure. So I
Yay,
am,
tenure.
yes, I'm up for tenure next year. This year I am going to just be more in maintenance. I'm not adding any really new programming, right? I'm not adding new programming. I'm going to continue to do the projects and things that we've already said that we're going to be doing. And I'll continue to send out like little surveys to you all and everything to ask you questions, and I'll send out surveys and things to people who participate in the ways that we can allow them to participate now as well. So, but yeah, next year, at the end of next year, I will know if they've said yes. And
December 21 or December 22?
December 22. So after I submit my end of year report this year, I immediately start a much thicker document that says, this is everything that I've done in the past 6 years.
Oh,
And I submit it to you for you to have a look at it and acknowledge that I should stay here. I would have been told in 2019 if I was not on my way there. And I wasn't. I was told that I am on my way. And there's no reason for me to be job hunting, right? So this year is the year when I look at a few of my things that I'm doing, some of my activities, and I say, how do I make this better? How do I find ways to be able to help people learn and help me learn what's next? So a lot of those little trainings that I've gone to, I've saved a lot of things from those, and I have a folder already. And I pulled it out because now is the time for that, right? Because I've been building my program over the past few years. So I do have a program now to be able to tweak and to work with. So having said all of that, I need a couple of people to join me on a couple of my little extra things that I've got to do. I need someone for my advisory committee. I really, really want a master gardener on that. We have virtual meetings. I refuse to have in-person meetings anytime soon. Most of the people on my advisory committee are people who are either in the plant industry or in a specific community or for something else. And then I also need someone, I don't know how many of you live in an HOA, but I do want at least one person who lives in an HOA as well. So I'm hoping to find 2 people for my advisory committee from the Master Gardeners so that I can get them to help me tweak some of my offerings and to be able to do my assessment. Nancy, you raised your hand?
Yeah, I'm in an HOA and I'm not accomplishing much here, believe me. I would like to learn more, maybe doing something like this to present info to the HOA.
Well, that's the thing that I am I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be able to set up a questionnaire, maybe 5 or 6 questions for people who are specifically in an HOA so that we can tailor some of the programming that we already have towards helping that specific portion of the population be able to manage their landscapes more efficiently and without the knock-on effect of, oh, but it's going to devalue my property. Okay, Nancy Richards, you were saying something. Yes. Yes. As a matter of fact, yes. So while you're over there, please send me an email that says add me to your advisory committee. Thank you. So I'll have you and I'll have, so Nancy McCurdy, if you would, you would be a great help to me. At least then I'll be in with someone who lives under those conditions and I'll have access to that, because I think that that is one of the things that that are hindering me from being able to really access that large portion of the population that lives within that small. No, Susan, advisory committee people do not have to live here year round. They just have to be willing to advocate for my programming and give me feedback and help me broadcast my mission here. That's really what it is. But I've got to make some plans and schedule some dates and everything for the advisory committee. And if any of you know somebody who is in green industries here or serves on a committee or has like a nonprofit type of thing where there's a lot of human outreach, let me know, because I really do want I want more diversity on my committee. And it's not necessarily the color of the person more than the background of the person that I'm hoping for. If I get both, then yay. But if I don't, that's okay with me too. I really want us to be able to make more inroads in our community, because now, at least, I have more people being able to say, oh no, they're over the DMV. That is so much better than, oh, are you all the guys at Pecos Road? No. Right? So that's a whole thing, you all. It really is. So yes, I'm on my way, and I found no reason not to tell you all the result of my annual review. I think that you all have been hand in hand with me for the most part through this whole entire process. And you all care whether or not I'm going to be here in another couple of years, right? So I think that it's important. And for, oh, that's right, Susan, Sherry, we got to bribe Sherry. She drinks white wine like I do. And I have an extra bottle in my car right now. Let's go bribe her. Yes, that's a plan. Thank you, Susan. You're so smart. All right. So yeah, I thought it was necessary to give you all that little update on my doings and what's happening, because you all are a huge part of whether or not I'm successful, right? And you cannot help me remain successful if you don't know what's going on. Hello, Fred. How are you doing, darling?
Fine, thank you.
That's good. I'm sorry I missed all of your phone calls and text messages the other day, but remember when I messaged you back, I was in a meeting, and it was one of the meetings that I had to be in. So do you want me to swing by and collect the pot and the soil today, or?
Nope, I'll be down there.
Okay, cool. Cool. All right, so I think that is all for housekeeping for today. I don't think that I have anything else. Oh, I do. Hold on, let me find it. This thing takes so long. Why is it doing that? There it is. Okay. This is a picture that Lena sent me this morning with her turmeric. Aren't they beautiful? Makes me want to go pull up
Wow.
things I have in my yard.
No.
I planted ginger ages ago, and I think I don't know if I planted my turmeric yet. You know, isn't it beautiful?
That's gorgeous.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that would make really, really good ingredient for some shampoo that I made years ago. I use garlic, onion, and turmeric, and a little bit of white sugar as a scrub for my scalp every now and then. Yes.